He's been waiting for you to die, and now your eternity is sealed in hell. But Ethan LeBlanc's death was just the beginning. A demon's twisted grin, a name that echoes with dread. You're not just dead, you're their favorite sinner. But what Ethan doesn't know is his role in the ninth circle is yet to be revealed. Neon panic pulses through the night. Sin, hiding beneath. Two-faced sinners wear masks made of human flesh, whispers the shadows. Darkness has teeth. Watch. Reaper's verdict drops hard. Death and eternity in hell. Feel that chilling clarity? And here's the kicker. That I'd be one of them. Friend or foe? Emergency light strobe. Reaper's about to find out. And then it hits. Realization slices through like a knife. The darkness, it reveals more than just shadows. Watch where this lands. I'm awake! Echoes in the void, a jolt of awareness in pitch-black emptiness. Faces barely seen, eyes wide with shock. Excuse me! Breaks the silence. A plea for connection whispered in the dark. Figures murmur in shadows, tensions palpable. A startled voice pierces the gloom. Miss, you look like you've seen a ghost. They dart, fears evident in the dim light. Rip! Fabric tears. Oh, he was beheaded, whispers someone. Fear threads the darkness, settling like heavy dust on forgotten shelves. That hits different. In the void, fear ignites like dry paper catching flame. Really? Of all the ways to go. Poor dear, echoes a voice. The Baron's presence looms larger. A voice stammers, you're all... Before a sharp yank interrupts, the air feels charged, ready to ignite. Eyes like a hawk. The figure with the red scarf stands poised. Eerie calm blankets the forest. But wait for it. Tensions building. A nightmare landscape unfurls. Swirling shadows with countless eyes beneath a blood-red sky. An unsettling calm before the storm. A massive clawed shadow rips through the sky. It's like a dark titan's hand reaching down. The ruins loom etched against crimson. Doom hangs heavy. A graveyard stretches out. Crosses and chains cast long, sinister shadows under a blood-red sky. Among red flowers, a figure in gray searches for grounding. Where am I? Whispers the frightened voice, lost in chaos. A woman snaps, Graves? Her pale eyes flicker. Realization dawns. Isn't it obvious? Echoes, chilling the air. The Baron's presence ripples through darkness. Like a chill that traces the spine of a forgotten tomb. Eyes aglow, wings unfurled. He's a storm incarnate. Statues sentinel under blood-red sky. Trust me, something big's brewing. Accusations fly like daggers. You're in hell, you filthy sinner! Echoes through the fiery ruins. But the Baron? A smile cracks on his face, unmoved by the chaos swirling around. The word they hangs heavy, like a storm cloud. A solitary figure stands amidst tombstones, the skyline a silhouette against a crimson sky. Surprise flickers in their eyes. A shuffle breaks the silence. Stones crunch underfoot as a figure moves. Urgency like a rising tide. Across a battlefield, wings cast dark shadows over the debris. Fear grips her, a vice tightening around her, footsteps distant thunder. He's coming towards me. Cold realization, sharp as ice. Panic. Confusion swirls. Eyes wide, dread etched on her face. What do I do? She thinks frantically, the question echoing in her mind. They close in, whispering secrets under that eerie red glow. The dilemma cuts deep. Run or fight? Do I run? Fight? Can I even escape this place? Close course through her veins like a river. Excitement rattles the air. Shake, shake, I'm a Hoj fan. The enthusiasm is palpable as another voice echoes, I'm a Hoj fan. Silence then settles like dust, speaking volumes without words. Oh my God, I've been waiting for you to die for so long. You're my favorite sinner. The small demon shouts, joy lighting its face. And what the heck is with that hair? So bad. Did you stick your head into a wood chipper? You're so absolutely unimpressive. At least your body is in perfect condition. A small victory. Desperation slices through the air. Please wait. The plea stops time, freezing the room. Does this mean I'm dead? Echoes in the void, uncertainty looming like shadows. I just told you that. You're seriously slow, aren't you? The statement cuts through the darkness, sharp as a blade. The darkness swirls, a red glow igniting. Confusion clouds her thoughts. I don't remember anything. What on earth did I do to end up here? The answer stings. In life, you were the worst of the worst. I was going to send you to an eternity in the 9th circle, says the voice, but decided your situation is perfect to fulfill a certain job for me. Realization strikes hard. I was that bad? She asks, reluctantly accepting her fate. I want you to become the Grim Reaper. An offer cloaked in darkness. I want you to become the Grim Reaper. Reaper rumble. Won't there be some severe image issues? Slices through the disbelief. Amusement flares. I guess you are kind of old. The words linger, teasing the air. Let's go. Anyway, enough of that. Let me explain to you the whole Grim Reaper shindig. A figure with horns and a grin boasts. The waking world is full of sinners walking around without a care. They'll be marked with an X, visible to only a Grim Reaper. Reaper gesture to silhouettes, one marked conspicuously. That's where you come in. Reaping the soul of a sinner will send them straight to hell. Kill one a day to meet your quota. The grin widens. Sound good? Let's shake on it. They swirl around the offer. A shadowy figure pulls everything in gravitational menace. And if I refuse? The hesitant voice cuts through silence. Choices loom heavy, a tug of war between shadow and light. Oh, you can feel it, crossroads moment. Then your sentence in hell will begin immediately. The ultimatum cracks like thunder. Snap, a dark figure asserts the inevitable with a decisive gesture. Then your sentence in hell will begin immediately. A lone gasp echoes, slicing through uncertainty. What? The word trembles, a flicker in the void. I can't feel anything. Heavy as lead, the realization crushes. There's nothing here. Echoes consuming the emptiness. Nothing, murmurs the ether, a whisper in the silence. A figure, lost and small, admits, I don't want to be alone. Snap, a clawed hand pierces the darkness, a phantom's touch. Gasp, the air shatters. That is where you are to spend an eternity. A voice declares, ominous as a storm. The declaration echoes, relentless. That is where you are to spend an eternity. Oblivion. The word carries the chill of finality. Chains rattle against red skies. You are to be sent to the 9th. A horned figure speaks, words dripping with inevitability. A void of absolute nothingness, where you will exist until the end of time itself. They stretch under the weight of eternity. So, about my offer. A horned figure grins, shadows shifting. Well, it's not like I have a choice. A resigned voice acknowledges, the weight of inevitability settling. I knew. The air crackles, foreboding as the red sky. A voice echoes amidst the chaos. We'd come to an understanding. A stark battlefield. Blood-red splatters, ominous silhouettes. Haunting scene. Red and black energy explodes. Eyes dart everywhere. Crackling menace fills the void. You feel that tension? A storm's ready to unleash. Accept this power and become a reaper. The dark void pulses with geometric patterns. You're one messed up guy. A voice jabs back. What did you expect? I'm the devil. They stretch long. Beneath the looming label, they, a hooded figure stands resolute. Darkness envelops the gothic scene. Red accents slash through the blackness like wounds. In the void, a claim rings clear. I'm the Grim Reaper. The declaration pierces the blackness, a stark reminder of the inevitable. Urban night shadows chant, find salvation. You feel that? Each red X raises the stakes. Billboards scream, death comes for us all. Feel that chill? Grim reminders above, daring you to face fate. Watch this. Reaper's blush betrays him. Even though I look ridiculous. And just like that, tension slices clean. But hold up, what's coming next? Frustration erupts. What? Is this terrible outfit? And the whirlwind is only starting. Hold up, what's Scarlet's next move? Confusion seizes the young figure. What did he say I have to do again? Silence follows, settling like a fog on a forgotten path. Uncertainty reigns. This guy does not look like a sinner, she thinks. Truth cuts deeper, piercing the facade like a blade through fog. Determination ignites. I have to find out more. The figure advances, drawn like a moth to a flickering flame. Outside World's End Ramen, they warmth shines. Thanks for agreeing to come out with me. A night hinting at fresh starts. In a dim restaurant, a young woman stumbles. My name? Her confusion flickers like a shadow. Her identity elusive, slipping through the cracks of her mind. Cross wrestles with the shadows, struggling to grasp the names slipping through his grasp. Grim, no Reaper, A. They fade, like ghosts in the night. Crack! Scarlet, her name echoes. Tension tightens. Eyes wide, face pale, what's next? A storm cloud of a name lingers. Wow, Scarlet, that's a beautiful name. His surprise clashes with her unease, a dance of light and shadow. Reaper groans, recounting, "Oh yeah, my boss." The words tumble out heavy as lead, burdened with doubt and a looming deadline. Slurp! Hands freeze midair. That sound alters everything. A sudden jolt in the mundane. Yeah, this moment just got a lot more interesting. The Baron's eyes narrow, admiration igniting. Wow, I got lucky. You're a really strong person, aren't you? Those words hit like a warm breeze, genuine and uplifting. Names tumble out. Grim, no, Reaper, Tadksoikian, Cross, is that a name? They spin a web, each piece a mystery. Confusion lingers as someone mutters, "I don't see how this guy is a sinner." Jordan argues, "When I give him a program that works perfectly and he tells me it's broken, that's irritating. Clearly the problem is on his end." Suddenly a voice shouts, "Scarlet!" Eyes glint. A face waits to pounce, tension tight as a spring. The air's thick, just begging for a spark. Watch this, it's about to ignite. Amidst a fiery backdrop, a red X stands out. The suited figure's a live wire, unpredictable and charged, ready to unleash chaos. Reaper gasps, startled by the hooded figure in a red scarf. "Chase!" Echoes, urgency crackling like static. Reaper's voice slices the night sharp. "Whoa, it's almost midnight. Time really does fly when you're having fun. Did you forget about our little deal?" It demands attention. Jordan mutters, "I don't see how this guy is a sinner." They gnaw like a shadow in the void, heavy and consuming. A nod from the shadows. "Huh? Oh, sure, no problem." The Baron's words barely ripple through the alley. What's brewing behind that calm facade? Reaper's face crumbles, vulnerability exposed. "He's done nothing wrong, this isn't fucking fair." Echoes raw, tearing through the abyss. Reaper's mind churns like a tempest. "But if I don't?" They flicker across his face, mirroring the turmoil within. "No!" Boom! The void quakes with that refusal. Panic slams into the barely visible figure, shadow against shadow. "No, no, no," echoes. Fear, a red torrent, envelops a lone figure, spinning like a leaf in chaos. "You win, Satan!" They slice through the darkness. Rage simmers beneath the surface, a promise of vengeance. "I'll kill him," resounds, echoing in the void. Are you?" Echoes like a thunderclap. Stakes rise. The dim tunnel, holding its breath. Slither. Dark tendrils twist, but Scarlet's eyes, they burn like wildfire. Feel that energy? Crash! The red X bites into close. And gravity? It's relentless. Plummeting faster, face first. Hold up, where's this going? Scarlet's eyes blaze with intent. And it gets worse. FWSH, that phantom breeze, it's not leaving quietly. What now? Confusion spills like ink. Wide-eyed, the young figure gasps, "What?" Shadows coil, whispering secrets. In the void, a figure clutches darkness. Tension spikes. Red and black chaos swirls around them. You can feel it. Something's gonna snap. "You're fucking crazy! Don't get any closer!" The Baron's voice detonates, stage set to explode. Red eyes gleam, slicing through the shadowy canvas. The air vibrates with mystery and impending danger. White-haired youth's fury ignites. "I don't know what's going on, but I won't hesitate." Crack. Thunderous words. Slice. The shadow emerges, anger in a red eye, words to hang a blade in gloom. Red droplets pierce black like blood on obsidian. A hidden silhouette lurks in the dim light. Raindrops drum, red eyes blaze, cutting through gloom. Crows caw, wings crack, faces tense about to break. Fear's chill grips, two-toned youth shivers. "I'm sorry," whispers, words heavy in the void's weight. Woman in red, barely lit. Across weary youth faces, relentless darkness. Silence presses like a shadow. Dim chamber, red X draws eyes. "The Grim Reaper?" They slice tension. Eyes wide with desperation. "But we're on the same side," whispers the young man. Hope tries to pierce the shadows. "You can't ignore that plea." A voice slices the silence. "A sinner like you wearing a cross." They pierce like icy needles. You feel that chill. Reaper's face twists into a smirk. How ironic! His laughter booms, shaking everything to its core. Oh, that's a game changer. Scarlet skies hang heavy, shadows whisper danger, cross stands ready, battles on the edge. Chaos unleashed. Watch out, devastation's not just a promise, it's coming. Is this a dream? Close mount, relentless as a storm. Each doubt is a new deluge. Did you really kill me? Calm fracture shadows stretch with truths. You were marked. They slice. Motives scatter like jagged shards across guilt's battlefield. I was a target? They sharpen pretenses unravel completely. You bitch! I should have slit your throat. Venom drips. Each word slice the air with raw fury. Watch how the Baron seethes, it's a storm ready to break. Clink, clank. Chains snarl in the blood-red fog like metal serpents. A shadowy hand grips tight, waiting. Oh, you know something wicked's brewing. Fury erupts. I told you! A monstrous figure snarls, jaws gaping like a dark abyss. Mark's a sinner hangs over the scene, heavy and foreboding as storm clouds gathering on the horizon. The sinner you have brought me! Reverberates, secrets veiled in shadow, echoing with sinister glee. His allure is lethal. Fear tightens, danger looms near. Silhouettes gather, a chilling proclamation. He is a serial killer. Light cuts sharply through the darkness. He has killed 10 women. The knife gleams coldly. You were going to be the 11th. Narration cling. Frustration crackles in the air. But because of your unique circumstances, the tables have turned. They hang there, unresolved, staring you down like a face-off. He has been drawing this sword for 6 panels. Bro, just swing already. Why murder? Her demand storms forth, cutting through shadows. Regret flickers in red eyes. I mean, what's the point? She admits. That confession cuts deep. I like the high of blood draining, he sneers. Twisted joy seeps from his scarred face. You're disgusting, she spits. Her anger slices through the air, shattering any hope of easy resolution. Amidst crimson, a young man questions betrayal. Seriously? His voice echoes, trust shattered against dark silhouettes. The challenge erupts. What's the difference between you and me, Scarlet? Scarlet claw from the depths. Sinners drown for an eternity, he warns. Horns cast shadows over a guilt-ridden sea where souls are swallowed whole. Scarlet's name floats like a whisper in the dark. Scarlet? Her voice trembles, facing the abyss. Satan, what did I do? Watch this, it's all closing in. The grin cuts through shadows, words slither. Telling you would just spoil all the fun. Close grins back. Eyes snap open. I'm back, she whispers. Reality? Wavering like a mirage. Confusion thickens, trapping her no escape now. Blood stains the ground. Tension like a storm. The thought lingers, heavy as lead. His body was there, echoes harshly. He sprints, chased by shadows. Disbelief grips like a vice. Turn, halt. Commands slice through tension. Freezing the moment. A confrontation looms, inevitable as dawn. Gun-drawn stakes skyrocket. The Baron's eyes lock onto cold metal, anticipation crackles. Charged night air, wait for it. A simple revelation turns complex. Reaper reveals the puppet harbors a demon, and the listener's shock ripples like a seismic wave through the room. With a demon inside of it, the words roar, disbelief hits like a storm. Frustration bursts forth. Close isn't backing down. God, you really are so dense! The tension escalates as he adds, You are dead. Your body is. The words hang there, charged. Watch where this lands. Watch where, and then it cuts deeper. Probably off rotting in some ditch. Shing, hope, severed. Hold up, what does Close really know? Satan with a devilish grin states, Using my abilities, I crafted a flesh puppet for your soul to control. His magic reshapes existence. It looks exactly like your old body, Satan assures. His voice, smooth like silk, entices with the promise of lifelike illusion. Satan warns, I may have granted you the pleasure of becoming a grim reaper, but you can't get reckless. The caution slices through arrogance. Satan's words strike like thunder. If you destroy that puppet, you better kiss your sinner quota goodbye. A warning as potent as it is final. Stare. Eye contact electrifies the alley as 2 figures face off. In the shadows, others shift, but these 2? They're commanding the spotlight. The air grin slices through the murk. He stands unyielding. Confidence radiates as palpable as the night's chill. Shit, a gunshot would still definitely kill me. The air admission cuts deep. Jagged silence lingers like the quiet heaviness of an uninvited shadow. Contemplation grips him like gravity. The air think, should I try to kill him? No, he'll probably just shoot. They win this round. The Baron's gaze. It cuts deep. You can feel it. Tension hangs like storm clouds. Watch this, nothing said, but everything spoken. A face marked with a serious red X. Silence slices through the dimness. You can feel it, something big's brewing. The air, gun in hand, looms with a forbidding red X. A stark warning hangs in the air. Words tumble out. Sorry? The tension fractures. Yeah, I acted without thinking. They ripple through the night. Speaking of which, where did he go? The blonde man's question hangs. Curiosity cuts through the dim backdrop. Suddenly, a scream tears the air. I heard a scream, and now the scent of iron in the air. The words weigh heavy, thickening the atmosphere like a storm about to break. Chase's nostrils flare, detecting iron's metallic tang. Doubt flickers. Or is that blood? His mind races, urgency crackling like static as he assesses the gravity. The air face shifts. Tension slices through his calm exterior. His eyes blaze with sudden intensity like a storm brewing beneath a placid surface. I have to kill him. The thought echoes sharp as a blade, a dark promise settling like soot in the night. He attacked you, didn't he? The air accusation reverberates through the alley. Tension coils like a spring, ready to snap. Turn! An abrupt movement catches attention. Surprise ripples through the air like an unexpected gust. Faces turn, shock etched across their features. I'm a detective. The declaration rings out, flat and unyielding. A pause follows. Realization dawns, heavy as a stone dropping into still water. Her step into the shadows. I'm a detective. If they hurt you, I'm going to have to ask you to come with me to the police station to file a report. His words feel hollow against the dark. A murderer roams free, collecting unsuspecting girls. Sin's resolve falters, eyes widen. Realization strikes like a thunderclap. Wait, I can take advantage of this. A plan forms, sharp as a knife. Gaining trust might be the key. The figure in shadows muses, I'm sure they wouldn't mind me taking some suspects off their hands. The room hums with unspoken agreement. Something's brewing. Frustration bubbles over. A young woman dodges one peril, then faces another. Seriously, I get away from that psycho and I run headfirst into a gun. Dark shapes loom in the shadows. A young voice trembles. Are you really a detective? You're here to help me? In the dim light, fear cuts through like a blade. You can feel it. Chase steps forward, voice steady. The name's Chase. Rough introduction, but I'm here to help you. His presence is a lighthouse in a stormy sea. Standing very still, staring meaningfully into the middle distance. Universal sign that something dramatic is about to happen, or that the artist needed to fill space. I'll be happy to cooperate in any way possible, echoes in the darkness. Of course, it'll be, a voice adds, confirming the alliance. Shadows shift, alliances form. Chase's expression flickers with shock, the air heavy with the weight of unsaid words. What? A single phrase shatters the fragile calm, leaving only echoes. A voice slices through the shadows. An idiot. Close whispers, so he's a detective. Truth. It's a cat lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce. Hold on to your hats. Blonde hair glints. Just how corrupt is this police force? Boom! Doubt ignites and spreads like wildfire, settling into the room like a sudden drop in temperature. Confidence slides out from the shadows. Win-win for me. Stakes? Real. A hooded face hiding secrets better than a fortress, and it gets worse. Stakes? Real and deadly. Sin's words hang, sharp and cold. Let's hope you're useful enough for me to let you live, you filthy sinner. And it gets worse. In the void, figures weave plots. Neon glows like a distant storm warning, cutting through whispers with a promise of unease. Whispers crawl like shadows. Wait! They're all looking at me, aren't they? A room full of eyes, pulling tension taut as a bowstring. Defiance stands tall. I told you it wasn't a phase, Mom. They burst against the red backdrop, momentarily defiant before reality sets in. Panic rises. Police office! This is really bad! They fly like arrows. Satan, this is your fault! They swirl, a storm of blame. The dim hallway hums with tension as the question shatters the air. What's he doing here? Close seemed to recoil, demanding an answer. Spoiler alert, nobody knows. Doesn't he have any shame? The words float like a storm cloud, heavy and unavoidable. The room fills with charged silence. Yeah, good luck with that one. A young man with red glasses calmly asks, "Hey, can you wait here?" His voice steadies the darkness, a lighthouse for all to see. "Oh, yeah, sure." The words ripple through the stillness like a stone tossed into a pond. Spoiler alert, there are hidden depths beneath that pond. Plop! Every face in the room snaps to attention. It's the calm before the storm, with curiosity flickering to life like a match struck in the dark. And here comes the chaos. What cartoon is that costume from? They prick the room, peeling back layers of mystery. Even simple questions can reveal profound truths. Main character energy is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. "I'm coming in!" The declaration crashes against the room like tidal waves, commanding attention and breaking the silence with force. Yeah, that escalated. A gray-haired figure with a pen in hand sits in contemplation. The room feels like a calm sea if that sea was hiding a kraken. Just saying. Her voice slices through the air. "Chase! What the hell are you doing here?" Chase stands paralyzed, tension brimming like a storm about to break, and he forgot his umbrella. The words snap like a whip. "Are you even listening to me, Chase?" Silence follows, dense as a gathering thundercloud. The demand strikes like lightning. "Chief, I want access to Case X." A gaze sharpens, icy as shadows stretching at sundown. A voice breaks the chill. "How did you—" "Wait, no, that doesn't matter." They harden, immovable as stone. The two of them are reading completely different scripts. Author wrote it that way on purpose. We are powerless to intervene. Reaper's defiance blazes. "You're not a detective anymore." His determination ignites, fiery and relentless. Watch her face an earthquake in slow motion. Anger cracks its surface, reshaping everything in its path. Yeah, it's determined chaos. "It's really not that simple, Chase," comes the heavy concession, laden with unspoken truths. Reaper stands immovable, a mountain against surging tides. The argument's deeper currents swirl just beneath. Chase's voice cuts through the dim. "Chief, you don't understand." Outside, tension coils tight, the suspect lurks, a storm ready to unleash. Feel that? It's called suspense, folks. In shadow, the suspect sits against a red backdrop, silhouette stretching like twilight's last gasp. Mystery wraps him, an enigma beneath a dark hood. Chase's words pierce disbelief. "Chase, what are you on about? That's impossible," someone exclaims. Unfazed, he insists, "The lady in the case, she has a scar on her mouth." Chase's eyes narrow. "There is no suspect in Case X. There is only a victim." Whoa. His mind races, caught in a whirlwind of truth as he recalls the repeated mantra, "Vasin." There is no suspect in Case X. There is only a victim. Fingers clutch the table's edge, desperation incarnate. A red X blazes across her, fate rejected. His heart? Yeah, it sinks hard like a stone in deep water. Couldn't have planned it worse. Confusion swirls. Seriously? But they look exactly the same. Give Dream dangle by a thread, pleading for a chance to redeem himself. Spoiler alert, they probably won't. He whispers, "Mom." The word lands like a weight. "Seriously, where did you learn to fake cry? Cut it out," comes the exhausted reply. Yeah, that escalated. "This is no Case X, but you can start here," hangs in the air. A lifeline tossed into the void, a chance carved from desperation. "This is no Case X, but you can start here. Close and Case step in." Tension crackles. "That won't be needed," echoes slicing through stale air. So, did you get that paperwork?" The question dangles, then shatters. "That won't be needed," lands a thunderclap in silence. The words echo, "That won't be needed," as if reinforcing the finality of the moment. "Let's talk." The words hang, weighted. The air thickens, pulling them into a gravity well of unsaid things. In the dark, silence booms louder than any retort. Close feels it, like an invisible wall closing in. And it gets worse. A question floats, "So, what's your name?" They ignite, flickering against the encroaching shadows. Scarlet stands, arms crossed, a red X emblazoned. Her expression shifts, a mask slipping. A storm brews beneath. "All right, Scarlet, tell me." The inquiry cuts through the dim air. Why did it smell like blood in that alleyway? A crack appears, a jagged edge in their narrative. It's a revelation too glaring to dismiss. He attacked me. That's why you took me to the police. Her voice slices through the darkness, igniting tension. Silence follows. Gasp. His face freezes. Then, what are you implying? The question hits like a hammer, bold and brimming with unspoken weight. Well, he hesitates, words dangling like fragile glass. You can feel it, everything's about to tip over the edge. Ready for what's next? It's just suspicious. His words slice through the silence, leaving a trail of unease in the dimly lit space. A hooded figure stands, red scarf swirling like a storm. Eyes turn, reading him instead. The room's curiosity is a palpable force. How you have the same face as the woman in case X. The blunt revelation shifts the atmosphere, demanding explanation. I lied to you. I brought you to the precinct because I thought you were a suspect. The truth lands with undeniable weight. But she's dead and her body is at the morgue. Shock ripples through the group. Despite that, you still look exactly like her. Something isn't right, he insists. Tension slices through the dim room. Watch this, something big's about to break. I have no idea. I don't have access to the case, he admits. His voice echoes off the cold, metallic urban landscape. A figure in a black hoodie begins, and I... The words hang heavy. They shift the room's gravity. I am determined to be the one to solve Case X. His resolve slices through the tension like a knife. A realization dawns under red-framed glasses. It's a breakthrough moment, lighting up the shadows. A familiar face linked to a notorious case? Having the same face as someone in such a prolific case is very problematic for me. It's a burden pressing down like a storm on those caught in its wake. Deal, comes the sharp reply, cutting through the air like a gust. No room for pretense. To prove I'm innocent, an offer extended, but in exchange, you need to help me find something that I lost. The stakes are clear as they continue. I can even help you with Case X, the promise of aid in exchange for lost truths. Do we have a deal? The words hang like a storm cloud, pressing for a commitment as silence swallows the alley. The air's electric secrets spark into view. Motion ignites like a wildfire. No backing down now, it's all or nothing. Crack! A sharp flinch shatters the tension. Everyone freezes as that invisible line is crossed. Deal. The word cuts like a blade through shadow. The handshake seals what's left unsaid, shifting everything. Red moon looms. An eerie glow floods the night. Whoosh! Birds flit away, hints of what's to come. Watch this, the air's electric with change. Mysterious figures bathed in moonlight whisper of change. Their presence alters the very fabric of the night. Don't you love mysterious characters? The question flips the narrative. What's truly known? Ethan's expression shifts. A silent storm ignites. Tension thickens. Ready for this? Why? It lands heavy. Confusion twists Close's face, eyes darting, searching the vast cityscape. What's coming next? Did you? His voice wavers, reshaping the air, and here's the twist. The question lingers, cutting through assumptions like a knife in the dark. Watch where this lands. Gravity pulls them in deeper. Follow me to my apartment. Stakes? Real. Thud. Oh, I did it without thinking. Oh, I did it without thinking. Please think more often. That lands like a brick, awkward and immovable. You can feel the room cringe. I don't have a phone. The truth crashes like a wave, reshaping the room's dynamics. It's fine, I'll just go sleep on a bench. The words hit, a dull thud. Hold on a minute. Are you crazy? That's really dangerous. The plea slices through the tension, a desperate echo. Annoyed, the blonde-haired figure relents. All right, fine. I can keep an eye on you this way. You better not be allergic to cats, though. Tension lingers. In the dim room, shadows shift. A small cat perches on the floor, unsettling the suited man. The air cat, with its freckled pink skin, catches the hooded girl's gaze. That's a cat? She stammers, disbelief echoing. You can feel her shock. Light Stalker steps in, a revered figure. The blonde man insists on her comfort. A mysterious photo looms. Danger lurks. Myth grins, eyes scanning the raid schedules plastered across the room. It's a shrine to gaming obsession. This guy is a turbo dork. The blonde offers a sparse welcome. All right, you can sleep on the floor. The dark room is all about practicality. No frills here. A sharp warning cuts through. And don't touch my stuff. It's expensive. The tone shifts, no room for grace. All right, nerd, comes the playful retort. But the blonde bristles. Do you usually invite yourself into people's homes? I don't know, do you usually point your gun at random girls in alleys? Her words cut through the dim alleyway, freezing intent mid-action. A weary sigh escapes. Truth sharpens reality. All right, listen, we're not friends. That admission lands like a cold slap. Red eyes flicker sideways, caution flooding every glance. And don't think... The words hang and echo in the void, daring someone to defy. The blonde seizes control. Clink warns, click reddish tension stretches like a taut rope. Lock, the sound seals fate, a heavy barrier in the shadows, challenging anyone to defy its resolute finality. That I trust you for even a second. They pierce the room. Words shift alliances, stripping away pretense. Rattle a chain trembles, breaking constraints. Bier-iak! A threshold shatters, eyes focus, reactions orbit around they defiance. Shift. Faces flicker as unspoken truths hang in the air. That red moon? It looms like a ghostly eye. Watch this, something's about to break. Night veils the city. Windows emit a sinister red glow, a watchful sentinel in the shadows. Red lines pulse in a shadowy alley, cracks in the facade. A truth too sharp to ignore. Black-haired, red-eyed figure glares. Tension slashes through the air, others recoil. You feel that? Smoke curls from the blonde's lips. Mechanical clicks echo. The air thickens with tension. You can sense it. JC's bristles in the alley. Energy crackles like distant thunder that promises a storm. The dark figure moves, chaos erupts. It's go time. Crack! Thunderous cracks fill the air, reverberating through stone. Everyone's pulled into the chaos. Scythes are honestly terrible weapons. A chuckle fades. The mood shifts. Cross changes the game entirely. Tension snaps like a frayed wire. Close and spades hold their ground. It's on. Red's eyes flare. How convenient! Feel that fear ignite in the shadows? It's on. A FDUSH echoes, stunning the opponents into silence, and then a slice through the air. This demands reverence. Plans? Now forgotten. Fear grips her, a shadowy embrace that doesn't let go. Red everywhere, and here's the twist. She's about to face close. A challenge ignites like wildfire. The cloaked figure, a shadow with a crimson blade, stands ready on the stone floor. Stillness becomes a spotlight. The blonde girl's fear is palpable as red-gloved focus shifts the room's energy. Fury erupts, volcanic and unstoppable. Turn. A whirlwind of chaos as anger fuels every movement in the dim industrial setting. The temperature drops. Ice-cold chills slicing through the air. Shink, something's moving fast. Fear and fury twist in the alley's shadows. A deadly dance. Because why not? Talk. It's like a heartbeat amping up the tension. Scarlet's red eyes lock forward. She's primed, ready to make a move, and you thought your morning coffee was intense. What the hell even is? Her voice slices through dimness. A towering figure looms, silent like a shadow that waits for dusk. Tension crackles. Yep, that's a mood. Wide-eyed and hair askew, he gasps, "Wah!" The answer delivered forces the room into a tense standoff. You can almost hear the crickets. Spoiler alert, they're not coming back. Slam! The air crashed down with the force of a meteor. Silence seizes the room, but wait for it, everything shifts as reactions ignite. Her hair like a storm cloud, she glares with fiery determination. The air thickens with unresolved tension as her intense gaze demands action. A red energy strand cuts the darkness like a blade, control teeters on the edge, shifting with the flicker of that glowing line. Desperation seeps into her voice. "Wait, please." Her eyes wide with fear, she pleads for understanding in a room where control slips away. A red slash cuts through the blackness, a storm's harbinger. The air hand reaches, altering fate's course irrevocably. A figure reaches toward crimson energy, heart pounding like a war drum. Above, a sky of blood-red clouds promises upheaval. Birds circle in a chaotic sky, their dark silhouettes a moving tapestry. Tension grips the air, charging the scene with expectancy. He rolls his eyes, unimpressed. "Seriously, this is the best you could manage?" The challenge rings out amidst an unyielding landscape. Spoiler alert, it's not. "What the hell is happening?" he yells, panic-stricken. His mind races like a crowded street during rush hour, realizing his descent into chaos. Yeah, that escalated. Accusations fly. "You've completely earned your place in hell, you filthy sinner." A haunting proclamation in a realm where shadows rule. Yes, there's one of those too. The admission shifts the conversation like a game of them gone wrong. Hold on tight. The young figure questions, is sins, virtues? I don't get it. How on earth would she be a sinner for eating snails? A voice counters, "She stole, not ate." So gourmet snails are out, apparently. Those snails had value, the explanation cuts through. She stole day after day. And just like that, we're comparing snails to the air? Sure, why not? With biting sarcasm, the voice declares, "With that logic, killing humans isn't a problem." There's a pause, then it adds, "And you really enjoy it, huh?" An unsettling echo of morality's weight hangs. "You're pure evil," a voice accuses, catching the attention. She smirks, "If you talk to me like that, I'll totally fall in love with you." Wait for it. Yep, she means it. "Disgusting," the muscular figure sneers. The cloaked one shoots back, "Remember, you're an unforgivable sinner in the deepest circle of hell." Well, that escalated quickly. Thanks for the reminder. "You're not the worst," an unexpected voice reassures. "There are others in the ninth circle worse than you." Ah, the silver lining of eternal damnation. Who knew they had a ranking system? All right then, who was the worst? The question lingers like smoke. "The worst sinner. You won't find them in the ninth level." A voice replies, shrouded in mystery. A shadowy figure broods, "Not even that is punishment enough for them. I took care of them myself." Their mind races as they swirl like a storm. I have 1,000 more questions. Yeah, this just got deep. Yeah, this. In the dim room, an echo of questions hangs. The chibi figure's eyes blaze with indignation as she retorts, "Sinners don't get any presents from Santa, you know," her anger cutting like a blade. A question ignites the tension. "Okay, and the handcuffs?" Yeah, stakes just got real. The blonde figure reclines, serene but deep in thought. Tension locks in. Okay, and the handcuffs? And silent screams. Heart beats thunder, everything changes now. Chase barely whispers, I'm kinda surprised I'm still alive." His flinch, raw nerves exposed, and then silence. It hits like a sledgehammer. His presence demands attention, pulling everyone into focus. But here's the twist. And every day we pray for some kind of... What's coming next? And many find it hard to keep a calm mind. The words land like a gut punch, cutting deep. A hand grips a pill bottle. One day. Silence shouts louder than any argument. Scarlet snaps, "What is this creepy-ass show?" You can feel the room freeze, her words closing in like a trap. Her voice softens slightly as she adds, "I want you to come with me today, and I want you to hold my gun for me." No argument. The choice realigns everyone. A shadowed figure leans in, voice cold. "I could easily kill you with this." Her eyes flash, scarlet fury cutting through the room. In the dim space, the tension is palpable. "If you wanted to kill me," he begins, eyes like blue ice. "Something tells me you wouldn't need a gun." Hands exchange a handgun. The pact is sealed in silence. "You have a point." The action pulls everyone into a web of unavoidable consequences. Chase strides along the balcony. He drops a bombshell, "Hayes a detective." The revelation hits like a lightning bolt, ready to upend everything. A grin spreads as he gestures invitingly. Yes, of course. Come in." The air thickens with an unspoken challenge. "Whoa, such a nice place." He marvels, eyes scanning the pristine room. "Do people even live here? It looks way too clean." I clean when I'm anxious. My son is missing. Have some understanding." Her voice wavers, each word a tremor that shifts the room's gravity. Internally, she's torn, thinking, Wait, Chase, she's a sinner, but I can't tell him that, can I? I'm so sorry. Please forgive my, co-worker here." The apology shatters the tension, exposing unspoken truths. She definitely won't be opening her mouth again. 3 figures stand marked with red they eliminated. A sigh cuts through the dark, punctuating the shift. 2 figures, blonde and blushing, share a quiet moment. "To tell you the truth, I lost my daughter when she was only an infant. It's why I chose to work on this case." His words strike like a cold wind, chilling the room. A smirk meets a focused gaze. "So he just disappeared on his way home from school a week ago?" The question hangs in the air before she continues. I see. It's all right. Come, sit down. I'll make some tea." Her offer slashes through the tension, a momentary balm. "So worried that you took a week to report it, huh?" The accusation crushes like a boulder, leaving no room for easy replies. Faces reflect worry and anger. "Oh no. What's your son's name?" "Elijah." A name cuts through the air. "And his age?" He was about 6. The past looms heavy, a shadow in the room. "He just got really serious." The thought lingers. "What do you mean?" The question slices through silence. "He was 6? They fill the air. His expression crumbles, a fragile facade shattered. "Uh-oh," echoes, an alarm in the void as surprise and realization ripple across faces. Close's voice cuts through. "Why are you using past tense? Isn't he simply missing?" A storm breaks the calm. Watch this. Eyes locked, disbelief etched. Time freezes. You feel that? It's on. No. Her voice falters like a thread stretched too thin. "Then why are you fucking stuttering?" Close's challenge cuts deep, and it gets worse. Legendary tier on day 1, that's not just a welcome package, it's a ticking time bomb. Hold up, what's Blonde's angle here? Faces tense, emotions raw. And here's where it cuts deep. How did you kill him? Hold up, this accusation, it's slicing through more than just silence. "You bitch!" The insult lands with the force of a sledgehammer. It echoes through the room. Shuffle, shuffle movement stirs the charged air. "Chase!" They explode, silence screams louder than words, cementing the scene like wet paint refusing to dry. Thoughts race. "Oh my God, he just snapped!" They strike like lightning. Expressions shift faster than words can form. determination crystallizes. Let's go. You can feel it now. Resolve surges, cutting through the fog, daring everyone to rethink why they're here. In a dim room marked by red, three characters prepare to leave. Silence hangs. One stares ahead, shifting everything with unspoken resolve. Footsteps echo in the corridor. Each tack is a heartbeat. The blonde figure strides past the cloaked sentinel, tension humming like a taut wire. A command cuts through the air. Stop! A door radiates red light. The dark-haired figure demands focus. The path ahead shifts. Like video games? The question hangs, transforming tension into potential. Shadows shift. What if camaraderie takes the lead? Caught red-handed, the character's mind races. I just impulsively told him, I don't think I've ever played one. They over your own words. You can feel the tension ripple. Character creation screen pops up. Choices hit hard. Warrior or necromancer, human or zombie. A zombie? Well, that's okay too, echoes, flipping the script. A zombie? Necromancer? Edgy but all right. Well, the last step is to name your character. I want to fight someone. Erupts through the night. Yeah, it's defying the calm. The stakes just got a lot higher out here. Chaos erupts. Why is he allowed to do that? Her question lands like an uninvited guest at a dinner party. Wait, what? 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 A chibi falls. Conflict is inescapable. Bingo card update. Legendary skill confirmed. We can now safely predict 0 stakes for the next 30 chapters. The fighter in sharp red glasses isn't holding back. So how can I kill him? He demands, voice slicing through the electrified air. Oh, that's a bold move. You'll need to play more to level up, a character states, voice steady. The advice lands heavy, pressing down, changing the path ahead. With laser focus, they demand, teach me. The room vibrates like a chord struck hard. Surprise flickers in his eyes. Sure, he stammers. Oh, that's a twist. So, why did you bring me today? She asks. Awkward silence fills the air. There was a reason, he admits, voice faltering, shadows shifting between them. Boom! It was just so obvious that she killed her son, he accuses. His anger's a wildfire, scorching every word. Eyes lock. Tension thickens, it's about to explode. He just outscaled the entire kingdom in one panel. The kingdom does not know this yet. We do. That is the joke. Tick-tock, the clock hits 11:38 and boom, chaos is unleashed. And what's wrong with her eye? The shadows echo. Unease grips. Bring that detective instead. Feel that sting? Door creaks, then slams like thunder. Everyone jumps. Urgency, maxed, and the cat, still sleeping. Anna's voice cracks through the chaos. Well, what the hell do you think you're doing? And those eyes, they feel like the chill of a sudden draft in a warm room. Anna's glare, a silent defiance, cuts the room like a razor blade. Shadows ready to deepen, and here's the twist. I won't back down. Stakes sky high. I'll see you in hell. The threat cuts, the void-cold fate whispers. Drama crescendos like a symphony. Red spills across black. Chaos? Undeniably. The scene screams ominous like an artist's dark canvas of foreboding. Wait for it. Parents are wonderful, you know? They drip through the air. But parents who kill their kids, those are my favorite. A lone figure carved against a blazing sky, shadow sharp as steel. Hell? It's a gauntlet thrown down. Stakes are towering like mountains ready to crash, and here it comes. Not just hell, the 5th level of hell. You disgusting sinner. They slice through the air, each one a dagger. You can feel the sting. Hold that thought. A perfect resting place for you, little Miss Filicide. The air voice crashes down like relentless waves against her defenses. Well, that escalated. A monstrous maw looms, teeth glinting like sharp blades. Fear's icy grip locks onlookers solid. You can feel the chill, right? It's a freeze-frame moment. He was going to die anyway. Her admission falls with gravity's pull. The crowd gasps. Spoiler alert, they weren't ready for that one. He was suffering. I just wanted him to die quickly. Her voice trembles, fragile against the storm's unyielding fury. Is your idea of mercy to strangle him? The question stabs like a dagger, sharp and piercing in its accusation. Seriously? You think you can lie to the devil himself? His roar scatters lies like fleeing shadows. You're a dirty sinner until the very end. The pronouncement echoes, final and unyielding, as the room holds its breath. Dark, spiky hair cuts through tension. So that's it, huh? Just another crazy murderer? The air chills, sharp as a knife. Crimson eyes burn with fury. What a disgusting woman! They drip like venom. I was going to be someone. Her grip tight, a gut punch that lands hard. You can feel it, and then someone sneezes. Classic. Me? You're always doing things with her without asking me? They explode, ripping the calm to shreds. Frustration hits hard, energy crackling like a live wire. My friend in literature club? His voice quivers, cut through with unease. Is it all right? Silence. Like crickets in the night, it echoes back. Tension? You can feel it. Also, that cricketer's still not answering. Silence weighs heavy. He hesitates, then admits, it's really good. They shimmer like dew, and just like that, a trap awaits. Anna, you have to enter this in something. His urgency gusts forward, propelling Anna toward promise. The world needs to see this. No pressure, right? Anna, a soft voice pierces surprise. We got a letter. You entered a contest, didn't you? Anna did. Mom, you won, she announces, voice clear as a bell. Victory echoes, dust settles post-storm. Spark! The air ignites, electric like a live wire. Calm? Not a chance. It's all rising heat. Who's bracing for the blaze? Yeah, you feel it. Stillness. He sits shrouded in shadows, silence clinging like a heavy veil. Can you feel it? That crushing weight? Wait for it. What's the first crack? So what are you planning after all this? The question slices through, leaving no room for escape. Time to face it. When are you going to grow up? The words pierce with cold precision, undeniable and sharp. Reality hits hard here. Main character energy is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. But I don't want to get married or have kids. Shut up. I don shatter. You nearly failed college. Time to settle down. Anna, just listen to us. We know what's best for you. We love you. You nearly failed college. It's time to give up. Anna like a relentless storm, unforgiving and fierce. Realization flickers across their face. I didn't. The weight of truth lands heavily. But you stupid, stupid girl. Her words cut deep, altering everything in their wake. Yep, nothing remains untouched. Thanks for that. Her silence stands firm amidst chaos, anticipation heavy like a storm cloud ready to burst. Mommy! That voice cuts like a knife, and snap! The whole room's tension deflates faster than a popped balloon. Just like that, everything shifts. Well, that happened. Is that happiness? Slices through the tension like a knife. Oh, this dialogue's cutting deep, and the challenge? It's standing tall, daring anyone to step up. So yes, I'm a sinner and a fool, he admits. Words sinking like stones in water. Silence stretches. Regret coats his voice. If either of you meet God... They linger, casting long shadows. My favorite bird is the patoo. Google it. The statement punctures the room, leaving everyone to their own thoughts. Moments ago, a simple chat. Now, a tense standoff. His exhale feels like broken glass, shattering assumptions. Feel that tension? Wobble echoes through the night. A son's potential death lands like lead. Feel that weight? The air chills with uncertainty. Any way out of the mess we've gotten ourselves into? The question lingers, echoing through the tension. And then it hits. A way out of the mess we've gotten ourselves into. Did and close brace for impact. Silence stretches, a shadow creeping over their thoughts, and it gets worse. Did wonders? Has this world always been so ugly? Hold up, is he ready for the answer? My purse! A shout shatters the night, panic crackling like lightning. Stakes soar as urgency grips the crowd, each heartbeat echoing louder. In the stillness, his expression flips like a switch. Others catch the shift, tension humming through the air before any words can follow. A question about family slices through the air. Hey, do you have a family? The ground shakes with anticipation. Connections falter. Truths loom. Did you steal that to feed them? A punch, impossible to dodge. Or are you really some cartoonish sinner with no depth? Reactions are ripple, raw and unshaken. Don't get any closer, you freak! The shout echoes, hanging in the air like a verdict waiting to be cast. Defiance meets a swift reply. What do I care? I'm still going to kill you. One sinner echoes in the void. Fear colors each word. Tension spikes. A militiaman shouts, "What the hell are you talking about? Get back!" They surge like a storm. A dark-haired figure grips a handgun. Red X blazing like a warning. Responses pierce the air, each word a provocation. Tension simmers like molten metal. "That's dangerous!" The words cut through the void. Shadows coil, fear's chill slicing sharp. A figure grips a dark object, tension thick as the dim space ignites. A monster! The terrified whisper lingers like a knife's edge. A bang reverberates, disrupting the night. Figures recalculate, caught in a whirlwind of fear and chaos. As that didn't hurt at all. They echo bangs follow. Violence crackles, anger and fear collide in a brutal, intense tempest, their voices clashing like distant thunder over an empty field. In the darkness, elongated claws glint ominously. A figure stumbles, confusion etched on their face. Glowing runes pulse like a heartbeat, marking each step in the void. Click. Silence shatters. "Anikasi, even are you?" An angry voice tears through chaos, like a sudden gale stripping leaves from a tree. Bang, whiz! Energy whirls in supernatural fury. Blood-red shapes swirl ominously in the black void. Eye-like patterns watch with unsettling familiarity. A dark figure reacts, fear etched to the foreboding crumple. "You're a sinner!" The accusation cuts deep like a rusted nail scraping against old wood. Tension crackles and a murmur rises from the crowd. Did something just happen? I can't believe it. A sharp-toothed figure bellows, "God, what am I waiting for?" A dark figure cloaked in red leaps into action. Energy streaks ignite the shadows. An ominous entity with eye-like markings looms, motion blurring around them. Wait, please, I'm just a dumb kid." The boy's plea shatters silence like fragile glass splintering underfoot, as his desperation reveals cracks in their cover story. Tears glisten on pale skin. He cries, I'll never steal again. They hang heavy, it suffocates. His promise echoes against the dark backdrop. A weapon gleams in the darkness. Shink slices through the air, shadows ripple, leaving much to your imagination. Not enough. They erupted eye-like patterns pulse, a foreboding drumbeat in the supernatural chaos. SHLNK echoes sharply, each slice punctuated by vivid red splatters. The clash resounds, tearing through tension like a storm's fury. Dark-haired figure bursts, cloak swirls like a sudden gust bending tall grasses. Figures collapse like dominoes. Thunka, final stand echoes across red chaos. The words cut like icy blades. I'll scrub every one of you sinners. The atmosphere darkens, charged with furious resolve. One of you sinners from the face of the planet. That declaration shatters the void, promising salvation through fiery determination. With deadly precision, starting with that detective. They deepen. The air grows heavy. A chilling focus settles on the unseen target. Exhaustion speaks. I never want to draw one of those scribbly red eyes again. They wane. Silence replaces comebacks. Room spinning. Hooded figure cuts in sharp. How long will it take me to kill all of them? Stakes? High. A hooded figure stands. Silence roars. Red backdrop blazes like embers. Tension? Intense. Blonde's fury ignites. Each slam, a thunderclap. And it gets worse. Did die turn die? Echoes violently like a storm raging inside a fragile glass dome. Storm unrelenting. Reapers caught in the chaos, surprise etched deep. And here's the twist, the aftermath of the slam. It's an imprint that won't fade. A voice breaks the stillness. Chase. They ripple through the room. Wait, Scarlet, bursts forth. Disbelief mingles with revelation. Oh my God, can you knock? He shouts, embarrassment flooding his voice. Tension snaps, shifting dynamics with every startled exclamation. Did you see my nipples? He stammers, face flushed beet red. You can't just walk in, you know? His embarrassment is palpable. Yeah, the reply drops like it's nothing. You can cut the awkwardness with a knife. I really wanted to use your computer, he admits. Conflict simmers, primal urges barely contained. Just a moment ago, I felt like ripping his spine out. A figure in a dark hoodie halts. The room's silence is punctuated by the rhythmic tock-tock of a keyboard. The blonde in red glasses wonders aloud, I do wonder where you disappear to. Eyes locked on his phone. With a sharp breath, they ask, Chase, do you think murder can ever be justified? His words hang like a guillotine. The response is swift, yes. A turn echoes through the room. I've thought about it a lot. What about you? A challenge impossible to ignore. Not sure. Killing someone makes you a killer too, she muses, each word a dagger slicing through the air. A voice cuts through, I don't agree with your first statement. The metaphor of a garden, sharp as steel, follows. It's awfully bold of another flower to think they're a gardener. The retort stings like a whip. There's too many things wrong in this world. Cults, criminals, and gangs. The red spades, for example. Deeper truths revealed. Fear swells. A quivering voice asks, are you from the red spades? That name is a storm on the horizon. Why did you ask such a weird question? The hooded figure's inquiry slices the air. No easy escape now. You should take a shower. Blonde etch into the young person's face, caught in an unexpected downpour. You smell like blood. The bluntness hangs like a storm cloud charged with tension. Politeness, shattered. A silent wave of intensity crashes back, stirring the air like a rising tide. Eyes lock. Focus sharpens. You know, if you have a part-time job at the butcher, you can let me know. Nothing wrong with manual labor. He drops a humor-laced challenge, and you can feel it. Wah, haha, was it that obvious? You. He responds with a laugh, embracing the light-hearted banter. I was just so embarrassed. Her voice cracks, dousing the warmth. The conversation turns raw and exposed. Laughter erupts. A chorus of relief echoing like distant thunder. It reveals more than words ever could. I need to kill him. Her resolve stands cold, unyielding as stone. A silent vow in the shadowed corridor. Her thoughts cut like a cold wind. But isn't acting on it to keep me around out of self-interest? As she glances around, a mundane thought intrudes. I guess I should wash my clothes too. The room's tension thickens with unspoken truths. The air reflect, voice echoing in the dimness. I really haven't showered since I've become the Grim Reaper, huh? They mingle with the weight of eternity. His face freezes. Instincts flare. Wait! They slam into place. What is that? Her breath sharpens, each moment electric. Oh, it's about to get real. Silence stretches, heavy as lead. The air chills and eyes meet, admitting secrets unspoken. Shadows cling to the corners, refusing to let go. Crack! A voice stabs through the silence. Who the hell am I? The words explode like a lightning strike, tearing open every hidden corner. Watch the masks fall. A glance lingers, tension thick. I washed my clothes. Blonde's words drop softly, shadows hiding their weight. Feel that? Air crackles, ignition imminent. Why is everything you own so ridiculous? Stakes? High. Stupid thing I could find. She snaps back, each word sharp as a blade. Did you think before you put that on? But hold up his retort. A shadow with teeth. And it gets worse. Peft, that'll never happen. She dismisses with a careless wave. And the tension builds, a gravity well pulling them closer. Both of them, wide awake in a silence that means something. Don't blink. She probes with a casual question. Not that it matters, but why the reaction? His response is a weighty pause, thick with implication. Being in a relationship probably means love, and love is inconvenient, he finally admits, the words heavy with truth. Wham! The word slices through like a gust. Wow! They collapse, and her face is left clutching at shadows in the silence. How fucking naive, he snarls, each word crackling like lightning. Her surprise hangs in the air, fragile as a soap bubble quivering just before it bursts. Hey, don't be so emotional, he pleads, logic a lifeline in stormy seas. You're smart, right? The challenge lingers, undeniable and thick. The room crackles with tension. Then shut up, the blonde commands, her voice cutting like thunder. Dell's anger flares, eyes sharp as daggers. The hooded figure drops a bomb, I'm going to bed. They like that, the air shifts. We're going to stop by the office tomorrow. You can feel the plan's weight settle. Birds drift silently over a city where skyscrapers pierce the gray sky. A weighted silence settles. Something everyone feels but no one speaks about. A black-haired youth declares, "Man, he's so moody." They buzz, assumptions crash like glass. Footsteps echo on the dark pavement. "Ka-chase," the voice falters, hanging like mist. Tension tightens in the cooling night air. Sweat beads on the blonde's brow, anxiety etched in every line. Words slice through the silence, each response a provocation. I'm sorry about yesterday." Her voice trembles, laughter bubbles, slicing the dark, awkward pause like unexpected sunlight through a cracked door. "Wait, don't laugh," she pleads, her embarrassment palpable. "That took a lot of effort to say." A laugh escapes, breaking the tension, softening the moment. Scarlet declares, "I'll tell you something about me." The air crackles electric anticipation against the dim cityscape. In the alley's shadowy grip, silence holds. A breeze whispers through graffiti-scarred walls, yeah. It's like the street's holding its breath. Wait for it? Closer than usual, the narrator notices. The characters definitely notice. Nobody is moving. So why are we here? The question slices through the tension, demanding answers in the thick, dark air surrounding them. "You said you wanted to know more about me, right?" The words hit with a force, shaking the dim room's shadows. Curiosity flares, "To give me free information." She weighs secrets the way one might measure whispers against an encroaching darkness. This happened a while back. Memories drift like autumn leaves, whispering stories of things lost and found, painting the past in fading hues. Pastel explosion. The colors hit with the force of a sunset blazing through the heart. Pastel colors, it burns. Their brightness slices shadows apart, leaving warmth in its wake. You can feel it. College days explode with Close's voice. "I'm imagining like some kind of cartoon for girls." Feel that? It's a pastel whirlwind now. Idon drops the question, "Do you want to hear this or not?" Close is all in, I do. Suspense thick. Anticipation blooms in Idon's eyes. "On the first day, I ran into a girl." Hold up, who is she? Close cuts through her surprise with a sharp, "Hey!" and the air ready to combust. Watch where this lands. Blushing, he stammers, "Oh, sorry." You can almost see those words flutter like autumn leaves. Oh, that's embarrassment settling in, wrapping around him. This panel is going to live rent-free in someone's recap. Author knew what they were doing. Cherry blossoms fall, but tranquility shatters as a shove disrupts it. The young man stumbles, shock flickering across his face. Did that just happen? "Watch where you're going, idiot!" Her voice cuts through, frustration crackles, leaving tension. A blonde slides forward. "I was instantly enamored," he admits. Her shove and words linger, warmth spreading like sunlight across his chest. Danger looms large in the industrial corridor. An exhausted young woman stands her ground, her presence halting everyone like a sudden storm. A blonde figure basks in golden light, craving connection. I wanted a reason to talk to her. The moment hangs, alive with possibilities. In the classroom, surprise crackles like electricity. You like 18th century literature, and you want to join my club?" They hang in the air, thick and electric. A smirk escapes the blonde's lips. "Yes," his disdain follows like a shadow. "I hate it." Those words slice through the moment, leaving a mark. A blonde in glasses challenges, "You've never read any of Jane Austen's works?" "Seriously?" The accusation cuts sharply. It's been on my to-do list." A figure considers. "Interesting, a little rude, yeah, but I could overlook it." I mean, that was part of her charm, right? They linger like a soft glow in the dim light, wrapping around the words. "Whoa, is that you?" Echoes like a clap in the park, recognition igniting after years. "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" They peek, and the past rushes back. "Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm her A shout interrupts. "Kya, shut up!" They etch across the blonde's face, her body flinching at the unexpected sound. She snaps back, "Then don't say such embarrassing things." Her face heats up. He admits, "That kinda hurt," with a wince. Reality hits hard. "Wow, are you really that stupid?" The insult stings, sharp and cold. His apology drifts, heavy as stone in the silence. Can't you think for a second before you talk? His voice slices through the air. A soft, sorry follows, barely breaking the tension. A creature's voice drips disdain. What a pathetic man. The words cast long shadows over the silent figure, chilling the atmosphere around them. In the end, she broke up with me. His words linger like a shadow, a silent punch echoing regret in the dim room. Logic cuts the tension. You'd have to be a complete idiot to not think about it rationally. Her words pierce the air. I'm sorry! His voice shatters the silence, thunderous and raw, disbelief wrapping around them like a thick fog. Huh, seriously, he exclaims, surprise stark in his voice. I feel like such a dick. His breath whispers into the night, closer than usual. The narrator notices. The characters definitely notice. Nobody is moving. I don't even have experience with that kind of thing. The words hang heavy. Thanks, you're pretty genuine. Sincerity cutting through like sunlight. In the dim corridor, doubt evaporates. I don't think he's lying to me. The thought lingers, resonating in the stillness. Red eyes pierce with laser focus, cutting through the dark. Fear grips another, casting an inescapable shadow in the narrow alley. Tension buzzes in the alley. Red eyes slice the darkness, unyielding. A storm brews as focus narrows, air crackling with unspoken confrontation. A chaotic tapestry of red spades and posters looms. Silence reigns. The air whispers change, ready to reshape everything beneath its surface. Both of them are very quiet. Both of them are very awake. This is the kind of silence that means something. In the abstract darkness, a memory resurfaces. A figure stands focused, past echoes ripple, softly interweaving with the present. Her gaze cuts through shadows like a blade. Eyes alight, framed by a cascade of black hair, this face is ready to strike. Wait for it. Thunderous man. They break the tension, but beneath the facade, something shifts. The air thickens, poised to ignite into significance.
And that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this recap and want to see what happens next, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming parts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything, and your support really helps this channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.